Hello everyone and welcome back to the Steemtrail Gaming Podcast. Today is the 11th December 2017 and we have a special episode of the Steemtrail Gaming Podcast ready here with you. My name is Kralizec, I'm one of your hosts. With me here is Tygergamer. How are you, man?
Great, how about you?
I'm doing really well today. I don't know why, it's just been a good day. So, we had our podcast yesterday, so you might be a little bit surprised to see us here again. But if you've watched it fully to the end, you will know that today is a special podcast. Today we're going to be primarily talking about the results of the Game Awards. If you don't know what the Game Awards are, where the heck have you been living? But they're pretty much the gaming Oscars.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before we get into that discussion, there has been the PlayStation Experience 2017 happening. You know, I haven't watched it much. I'm not a PlayStation guy, but you are.
Yeah. Honestly, there's nothing big. I would say one of the big announcements that came out about the PS6 and the Game Awards was MediaMarkt's new game Dreams finally has a release window, so
okay.
that's good. And
what is the release window?
2018.
2018. That's a pretty big release window a whole year. I was hoping like quarter or something like that.
Yeah, really. Considering that they first announced this game back in 2015.
Yeah, it's probably time to like say, well, we think we could maybe be done in this quarter. At least. At the very least.
Well, I can understand why, because the scope of the game is pretty ambitious. So, like, it's pretty much like a engine, like it's pretty much a platform to make games on the PS4.
That's interesting. And are they planning to release it to others as a platform to make more games? Or you can just make games inside of it already?
You can make whatever you want in the game.
Okay, so it's something like, let's say, Unreal Engine.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
But it's only coming to PS4, so...
Yeah. But it's good that other platforms are getting some tools that can help people do this, because obviously people can use the Unreal Engine 4 to make PS4 games. They can use Unity to make PS4 games or even Xbox games, whatever. But they're still a little bit easier, I think, to make PC games.
Yeah, true.
Anything else happen at the PlayStation Experience?
No, not really.
Man, you have to be glad you watched it, right?
Yeah. Shoot, this year was kind of disappointment, considering that the last few were actually great events.
I actually think maybe it's because of the Game Awards, actually, because a lot of stuff happened there.
Yeah, true.
And we talked about most of the announced games yesterday, but
yeah.
Still.
Oh yeah. Speaking of games that are announced, did you see the new trailer for Death Stranding?
I did, and yes, it is mindfucking, and I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't either.
I will not even pretend to have a clue. Why would I? I'm not a farseer. It's just like, what the fudge?
Yeah, really.
But
what do you expect from Kojima?
I don't know. Probably less drugs. Maybe that's the trick to understanding it. Like, you need LSD or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but so that's all about the PlayStation Experience. Then let's get straight into the Game Awards talk. Before we actually get into the categories and talking about who won and who hasn't won, I think one thing is worth mentioning. They forgot to announce one of the categories. One of the big ones. They forgot to announce the winner for the best multiplayer game. How do you forget that? You know, I could probably understand if they like forgot to announce the category for best student game or category for best YouTuber or whatever it's called. But how do you forget about multiplayer games? They're like they're the biggest thing right now, literally.
Yeah, really.
We will of course tell you who actually won it, unlike the Game Awards. Later on when we get to that category. But I'm just baffled by this. Okay, you got anything you want to talk before we get into the categories? Something that you liked that happened during the Game Awards?
I forget his name, but it's the guy that did that's making the Way Out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he came on.
It's like Josh or something.
Yeah.
No, it's Joseph. Joseph, I think.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, he came up on stage, and the guy was freaking hilarious. I don't know if you've seen it, but
just little bits and parts here. I wasn't like really in the mood to watch the whole thing, so
yeah,
I just skimmed through it.
Yeah, the show was like 3 hours long, so.
Yeah, it was
That's
just
understandable.
a bit too long.
Yeah, it's understandable. But for y'all that have seen it, y'all know what I'm talking about. That was hilarious.
I might try to find it later on YouTube. You know, it will probably be there. Everything is on YouTube these days.
Yes, yeah.
But I guess we should go and talk about the categories. So, I guess we start with the big one. Let's start with Game of the Year award. So, the Game of the Year award, the nominees were Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I will be honest, I think any of these games could have taken it.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I wouldn't like to be the guy who decides this category. Be like, screw you guys, I don't know. All the games are good.
Well, the games, all the nominees are both voted on by the fans and voted by like 51 gaming outlets.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the guy in the outlet who decides, you know?
Yeah.
But seriously, all of these games are good. Obviously, each of them is catering to a quite different audience.
Yes. Yep. And considering I played 4 out of the 5 games, and to me they're all great games.
You played everything but PUBG, right?
Yes.
And I played PUBG. I didn't play the rest. Because 2 of the games are Switch games.
Yeah.
2 of them are PlayStation exclusives, if I'm not mistaken. Persona 5 is only on the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was pretty much available onto the PC.
Yeah.
So, I played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's really good, though depends on whether you like the genre. But if you do, it's great. And what I heard about the rest of them, they're really awesome as well. So
yeah, I would agree.
And because I played PUBG only, I would probably have to go with PUBG. But that wouldn't probably be a fair, deal.
Yeah.
But I agree, Zelda looked great from what I've seen other people play it.
Yeah.
Though,
yeah. Mm-hmm. To me, all the games deserve that award, but I think Zelda had more of an impact this year on the industry.
Well,
so.
I think Zelda is literally the reason Switch is a success. No, listen to me. I know there are a lot of other good games for the Zelda for the Switch that have been developed like they would have released anyway. The problem is, if Zelda didn't release straight away with the Switch, there would be, I would guess, like 50% less people who would have bought the Switch off the bat, and that would create a cycle where people wouldn't want to develop for the Switch because not enough people bought it.
Yeah,
making less people want to buy it, and making less people want to develop for it. Almost like, I think it really was what actually made the Switch this year.
Yeah, true. But you also gotta take into account too. The Legend of Zelda the Breath of the Wild actually was meant to be a Wii U game.
Yeah.
But they moved it over to the Switch as well.
Yeah, so obviously it is available on the Wii U as well. But the Wii U isn't owned by that many people, actually.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I'm completely fine with the winner in this category, and I would have been honestly completely fine if any of these games had won.
Yes. Same here.
Okay, then let's move on to the next category. I honestly don't know much to say about this one, as is the best performance, pretty much who was the best actor. The nominees was Ashley Birch as Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn, Brian Bloom as BJ Blazkowicz in Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, Claudia Black as Chloe Fraser in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Laurie Bailey as Nadine Ross in Uncharted: Lost Legacy, and Melina Jurgens as Senua in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I didn't really delve into many of these games apart from Wolfenstein, and while his voice acting was fine, I didn't think it was like anything that would deserve soup. And the thing is, I don't play games for voice acting, to be honest.
Oh, I don't either.
But the winner was Melina Jurgens as Senua. And I know you played it. Do you think she was really great?
For her first, keep in mind that she's not a professional actress. This is actually her first role ever. She actually works as a video editor for Ninja Theory.
Okay.
So,
well, maybe this will help her acting career, this award.
Yeah, but like I said, though, keep in mind, she's not even a professional actress, so I do not know if she might come back and do another role or not, but hey, there's a first time for everything, so.
Yeah, obviously, and as I said, I don't really play games to listen to people talk. I like when the story is voice acted. It's nice. Yeah, you know, as Borat says, it's nice, but who the fuck cares in the end? It's a game. I don't have a problem with reading text.
Yeah, really.
Okay, I don't really have much else to say about this category, so do you?
Nope.
Okay,
said my piece.
Then next category is Best Audio Design. The nominees were Destiny 2, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if I would be honest about this category, I don't like the nominees very much. I think it's maybe because I'm not completely sure what they mean by best audio design. I think they actually mean like the effects, not really the music, because there's another category called music later on. But in terms of effects, I think most games are at the very least semi-decent these days.
Yeah, true.
And I could even like imagine here to see a sports game, because if you go into sports games these days, they actually go with to the real cars and record them making sounds. So that's literally realistic if you go there.
Yeah.
So that might be something I would consider great audio design. But nah, I don't know. from these, I would probably have gone with Super Mario Odyssey. But I understand. So, by the way, the winner was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes.
And I understand why they won.
Yeah, I do too. Like, like one of the things, if I remember correctly, when you start the game, it's recommended that you have headphones on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because the main character, she suffers from from psychosis, and she hears voices in her head. So when you play the game, you're playing as Senua, it actually feels like you actually have voices inside your head.
Yeah, and that's the reason I understand it. But the thing is, I don't think that's like a really amazing technical achievement.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But actually making things that don't exist sound good, as they did in Super Mario Odyssey, that I think is like an actual feat of technology. But you know, I understand why people said Hellblade is really impressive, because it is impressive in the way that somebody thought of this, because how the fuck did nobody think of this before is sort of baffling to me.
Yeah, really.
But apart from this, I don't think it's that much of a accomplishment, let's call it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, next category is Best Score and Music. So the nominees here are Cuphead, Destiny 2, Nier Automata, Persona 5, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I'll let you start this time. What do you think of the nominees?
Good choices, especially between Mario Odyssey, Nier Automata, and Persona 5.
Oh, you don't think Cuphead should be there either?
Oh yeah, true, that too. But I really haven't played that much of it, so...
Oh, man, you really should.
Yeah, I know. I'll get around to it.
You know, I'm actually missing a few games here. I'm missing Hollow Knight. It had great atmospheric music. I'm really missing Pyre. Like, why the fuck isn't Pyre here? The music there was so gorgeous. I added it to my playlists. I just listened to that in my car. Though I will admit, I would wish there would be more songs with lyrics in Pyre.
Oh yeah, true.
I love the singer's voice. It's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
It was slightly light on that.
Yeah, especially when you go into the to the liberation rites.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed that this isn't here. And I haven't played Nier Automata, so I cannot say whether it deserves the win, because Nier Automata won. So I don't know. From these I would have probably gone with Cuphead. Also, why the fuck is Destiny 2 here?
Yeah, really. Yeah, like I understand Persona 5 and Nier and Cuphead. And partially Zelda, but the music there is pretty quiet. But Destiny, why is it even there?
Because you need to put in someone, but we cannot really promote indie games, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say the winner is probably okay, but the nominees were fucked.
Yeah. True.
Okay, next up we have Best Ongoing Game. So we have nominees Destiny 2, Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, Overwatch, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and Warframe. So let me start. Again, why the fuck is Destiny 2 here?
Yeah.
It's not even out that long.
Yeah, really. And also, not to mention, I mean, Overwatch is a great game, but it's only been out for like a year and a half.
Yeah, but I sort of understand Overwatch being there, you know, it's a game that is older than a year. So I'm like, yeah, fine. Yeah. But I don't like the fact that it won.
Yeah.
I think this one was just purely Blizzard fanboys. And by the way, I am a Blizzard fanboy. I love Blizzard. Blizzard makes amazing games. I've given them so much fucking money and so much fucking time of my life. But sometimes Blizzard fanboys are just slightly too far going. And I think this is just literally Blizzard fanboys. I think we both agreed Warframe should have won this one, right?
Yeah, either that or GTA Online.
Yeah, or GTA 5. So, I really think, I'm going to guess Warframe was second. I don't see who was second here. I don't even think they announced who was second, right?
Yeah, I don't think they did.
So, I think Warframe was probably second, or GTA 5. But I understand Blizzard fanboys just pushed Overwatch to the top. That's my guess.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, we continue with a category called Game for Impact. The nominees were Bury Me, My Love, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Life is Strange, Before the Storm, Night in the Woods, Please Knock on My Door, and What Remains of Edith Finch. So, you want to start? By the way, the category is pretty much which game made the biggest impact socially, I guess?
Yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Hellblade won that category.
Yes, and I don't think that's a surprise to anyone.
No. But I will say this, though. I think either that or What Remains of Edith Finch. Either one of those, I think, deserve to win.
I would actually say Night in the Woods was pretty, like...
Oh, yeah, true, that too.
If you played it, then you would be like, oh, fuck, I didn't ever think of that, you know?
Yeah, true.
And I understand why Hellblade won, and it was a good topic to bring on, and a pretty important topic to try to... Because we haven't, like, delved into psychology... Fuck, I cannot say that.
Psychology.
Yeah, psychology in games that much. There are a few games that have, but not many of them have been well done. But on the other hand, you play the game and you're like, oh fuck, this is amazing. And I don't think many people are playing the game and thinking about like, okay, so this is how it feels to have psychosis.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think playing Night in the Woods makes you think a little bit more.
Yeah, true.
And I actually believe it's because the fact that it is drawn in a super cutesy way, and thus the contrast between the visual style of the game and the concept it's presenting is very noticeable.
Yeah.
But Hellblade, because it's realistic, you get really immersed into it. And you might, once you start reading articles about, oh, so this was actually about a mental issue. Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And that's where you stop.
And also to add with What Remains of Edith Finch, you know, in that game, you get to experience all, like, the Finches, like, each member's final moments in the game, in their life.
That's also a very interesting concept, yeah. So, I think either of these three games could have won it, and I don't disagree with the winner, but I would have loved to see a different winner.
Yeah.
Okay, next category, Best Art Direction. I think this one was pretty obvious to fucking everyone. So nominees are Cuphead, Destiny 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And again, why the fuck is Destiny 2 here?
Yeah, seriously.
There's so many games that had so much more interesting art direction. Yes. Destiny 2 is like your run-of-the-mill game. It looks like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pyre, Hollow Knight. I don't know.
Yes.
There's so many games, even like little tiny indie titles. Even mobile games have sometimes more interesting styles than Destiny 2. You know, I'm actually going to say, and I think Destiny 2 just probably sponsored the shit out of this.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because they were nominated in so many categories, and on top of that, I don't think the game is that great.
No, it is not, and I've played it.
I literally think the best thing from what I heard people saying is the fact that there is good gunplay. Like, the guns feel good.
Yeah.
But story-wise, it's boring. Graphics-wise, it's yeah. Music-wise, it's yeah. As I heard, the dungeons and raids are yeah. So, why the fuck would you put... I don't know. Nah. So,
Yeah,
by the way,
I
the
would
winner
agree.
was Cuphead.
Yep.
Surprise.
Yep. Which I'm okay with there.
Yeah, I'm too. The graphical design is seriously amazing. By the way, have you seen that somebody made that little animation where they took the characters from Dark Souls and made the animation in the style of Cuphead?
Huh.
If you haven't seen that, look that up. It's seriously amazing. Like, and that would actually be a good blend of two games because, you know, hard difficulty is both Cuphead and Dark Souls. So,
Yeah.
and I could even imagine this being released, let's say, for the Switch, because Dark Souls, let's say Dark Souls 3, wouldn't probably run very well on the Switch.
Ah.
Now, they don't run well on hardcore PCs.
Yeah.
Sure. But something like a drawn-out version of this might run very well on the Switch. Okay, next category, the one that was actually forgotten to be announced. Best multiplayer. So, the nominees are Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, Fortnite, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and Splatoon 2. And I don't think anybody will be surprised. The winner is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
The game just made such a big impact on the gaming industry this year. I think it was just unavoidable. And to be honest, I don't think, even though I prefer to play Fortnite to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I don't think it's a better game. I just prefer it. But I don't think any of the rest do really compare to PUBG. Sorry if anybody feels offended, like, oh, but Mario Kart 8 is so fucking awesome. Yes, it is, but PUBG is insanely good. So you got anything like to say on this? Would you have chosen a different winner?
No, because I'm not really that big of a multiplayer guy, so.
Okay, then let's move on to the next category. I think we will skim this one a little bit. It's the Trending Gamer. Pretty much best YouTuber of the year.
Yeah.
The nominees are Andrea Rene, What's Good Games, Clint Lexa from Health Coordinated, Guy Beam, Dr. Disrespect, Mike Greshek, C9 Shroud, and Stephen Spawn, Able Gamers. I never heard of any of them.
Same here.
So, congratulations, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I also don't like this category very much. I don't think it should be part of the Game Awards. This should be awards giving out to games and game developers, in my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
So, a lot of people make like comparison to Game Awards, Oscars. We don't see like the best movie YouTuber on the Oscars. Why should we have this here? So next category is most anticipated game. So nominees are the new God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, and The Last of Us Part 2. I would like to start, I again don't like this category. Like, what if the game you gave it to sucks balls? And who cares what game are people looking most forward to? Is that really an award? Is that something that should be given out as an award? Because these awards are something the game will put on their boxes. So the winner was Last of Us Part 2, and I'm sort of okay with it, though I would have probably given it to Red Dead Redemption 2. What about you?
Either one.
But, and what do you think of the category itself?
Honestly, it's just there to generate sales for a certain game.
Now, I think all of these games. Because none of these games is like a small title, and obviously no small title could ever win the most anticipated game. It's just going to be triple. It's just like, so give us your money and we might put your game on the most anticipated game list. I think that's literally it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's move on to the best action/adventure game, with the nominees being Assassin's Creed Origins, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. The winner, I think pretty obviously, because Zelda is here and won Best Game of the Year, the winner is Zelda. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, same here.
I think all of these are decent, though I think Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario Odyssey, and Legend of Zelda are like 9 out of 10 games. Uncharted being like an 8 out of 10 game, and Assassin's Creed Origins, I don't like it there. I don't think it's that good of a game, and it hasn't been out that long for a lot of people to make their opinion of it.
Well, keep in mind that AC Origins and Super Mario Odyssey came out on the same day, so.
Okay. But I think the thing is, Nintendo Switch players are a little bit more lacking in choice, so they will jump on any big title being released.
Yeah.
Okay, next category is Best Action Game. The nominees being Cuphead, Destiny 2, Neo, Prey, and Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Before we talk about this, I don't like Cuphead being here. I don't think it fits with the category. I think it would have fit better in the action/adventure game, rather than just purely action. But I don't know. It's just my opinion. So the winner was Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. And again, why the fuck is Destiny 2 here? We're going to just make fun out of Destiny forever and ever.
Yeah.
It's our destiny. Oh, goddamn, that pun was good. Okay, next category is Best Esports Team. Do you care?
No.
Me neither. I know a lot. I actually agree with this category being here. This category is okay.
Yeah.
But I just don't care about esports that much. So the nominees being Cloud9, FaZe Clan, Lunatic High, SK Telecom, T1, and Team Liquid. And winner is Cloud9.
Yeah.
Congratulations! I think the same thing goes for us with the esports player category. Here are the nominees being Faker from SK Telecom 1, Coldzera from SK Gaming, Nico from FaZe Clan, okay, how the fuck do you pronounce this? Riei Hong from Seoul Dynasty, and Kuriki from Team Liquid. I'm really glad that guy with the weird name didn't win, because I don't have to say it again. The winner is Faker from SK Telecom 1. Congratulations. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Again, I'm okay with these categories. I think they fit with the Game Awards, but I just don't care enough.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's something like the Oscar for the best documentary. There's 6 people in the world who care, and it's because they're being nominated. So next up, we have Best Esports Game. So this is an okay category. So nominees are Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, and Rocket League. I'm completely okay with the nominees.
Yes.
But I don't like the winner for the same exact reason as I didn't like it previously. It's Overwatch. I don't think Overwatch is a good game for esports because it's fucking unwatchable. Have you tried watching Overwatch being played?
No.
Try it. You just don't have a clue what's going on. And it's a FPS, so you know what's going on, but you don't have a clue what's going on. There's too much visual clutter on the screen, and the spectator mode isn't refined enough. But I could actually see like a reason why it is okay that it won. Because you know of the Overwatch League that is coming, right?
Yeah.
And that could possibly bring esports slightly more to the mainstream. So that could be used as sort of a justification in my brain to why it won.
Yeah. In my opinion, though, I would say the better sports game would have to be Rocket League.
I would the best esports game, I would actually go with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, though I personally like Rocket League better as a game. The thing is, I don't like MOBAs, so I just don't like them. I don't like the nominees. And CSGO is really good, and it's been running for years, and it's working perfectly. It has a huge esports scene. It is completely watchable, even if you don't have a clue on how you play esports games. The thing with Rocket League is, yes, it is completely watchable again, and you can actually show it to people who don't play games, and they will enjoy watching a replay of a match. The problem is the community isn't as big as with Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I wouldn't give it a win. Okay, next category, Best Role-Playing Game. So the nominees are Divinity Original Sin 2, Final Fantasy 15, Nier Automata, Persona 5, and South Park The Fractured But Whole. So the winner is Persona 5. I think you said you would like it to win, right?
Yes.
I obviously haven't played it, but I heard good things about it. I personally
would have. Great game.
I would really like South Park to win. I just like South Park.
Yeah.
But I think I would have been fine with either of the games winning. They were all good games, though I don't think any of them really stood out that much. Like, it wasn't like, so these games were good, but this game was just amazing. Okay, next category. It's actually an interesting category. I like it. No, you know what? I like the games, but I don't like the category. So the category is Best VR/AR Game. So nominees are Farpoint, Echo Arena, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Star Trek Bridge Crew, and Superhot VR. And the winner being Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. What do you think of it?
Good choice.
Yeah, I agree. Though I personally thought Superhot is going to win. That was like my guess. just because I thought Superhot really managed to catch a lot of people's attention, but apparently not that much. But do you like the category being here?
Yeah, considering that VR's been around for about a year or two now, so.
But that's my problem. I don't think VR has proven that it is a technology that will stay with us at this point.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it maybe even 2 more years before I would put it here. You know, I don't think... Because another thing is, I am skeptical of VR happening at this moment. On top of that, it's also AR. Why isn't Pokemon Go here, for example?
Well, that game came out back in 2016.
And, okay. But still, I don't think they had a category last year, right?
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Yeah, they could have added it pretty easily. They added other games that didn't make much sense, like Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay, next category is Best Sports or Racing Game. Nominees being FIFA 18, Forza Motorsport 7, Gran Turismo Sport, NBA 2K18, Fudge. I need to drink, sorry. Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 and Project Cars 2. The winner being Forza Motorsport 7, and I think that one was well deserved. It was the only good sports or racing game this year. Sorry, I really needed to drink. My throat is starting to be tired.
Understandable.
Okay, next category is Best Strategy Game. The nominees being Halo Wars 2, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Total War Warhammer, Tooth and Tail, and XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. And I was really surprised with the winner here. I haven't guessed so many people have actually gotten the chance to play this. So the winner was Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. But I think it's well deserved. I was just really surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
I would have guessed a lot more strategy people, because strategy players are really picky. Like, insanely picky. I would have guessed they would go either for Total War Warhammer or Tooth and Tail. And XCOM being here, I understand it, but I'm not sure it's totally a strategy game.
Yeah.
You need
and not to mention...
Sorry, talk.
Not to mention, Mario plus Rabbids, if you really think about it, it's XCOM with Mario and Rabbids characters in it.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. But I would have probably given it to Tooth and Tail. It was such a surprise for me this year. Like, you know, it didn't seem like it would be anything amazing just from outsider point of view, but it was amazing. Okay, next category is Best Family Game. Nominees being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Sonny Manio, Splatoon 2, Super Mario Odyssey. You know what's funny about this category? 3 of the nominees are Mario games.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
The winner was Super Mario Odyssey, and I think that's well deserved.
Yes, it is.
And I will again file a complaint against the category. It's an interesting category, but I don't think it really fits with the rest of the categories at all.
No.
it makes 0 sense. Like, you have best strategy game, best action game, best adventure game, best family game. You're like, what? Why? Okay, next up we have the best fighting game, with nominees being ARMS, Injustice 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Nidhogg 2, and Tekken 7. The winner being Injustice 2. I have no clue. I haven't played any of these games. I'm not a fighter fan. I think I personally would have given it to ARMS just because it's a completely new, unique way to do fighters.
Yeah, true. But me personally, I would have given it. I'm glad Injustice 2 won because it has a lot more content. You know.
Yeah, as I understand, it has a pretty substantial story mode, right?
Yes, it does.
So, based on that, that's actually a good reason, just on its own, to give it to Injustice 2, because most fighting games, the story mode is usually, so you're in a tournament and you have to fight people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next category is Best Handheld Game. So, you know, pretty much DS.
Mm-hmm.
So the nominees are Ever Oasis, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, Metroid Samus Returns, Monster Hunter Stories, and Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. The winners being Metroid Samus Returns. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't either.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Best Mobile Game. Again, I don't give a fuck, but... nominees, Fire Emblem Heroes, Hidden Folks, Monument Valley 2, Old Man's Journey, and Super Mario Run. And I'm really glad Super Mario Run didn't win. I think it's a crappy game. Really, it's bad. But the winner is
Monument. It is.
Yeah, the winner is Monument Valley 2. And that's well deserved, to be honest. It's a good game. It's one of those games you can actually give to your mother and they will enjoy it. So, but again, I don't give a crap about mobile gaming. Congratulations! Next category is the best independent game. So indie gamers, rejoice. All nominees are Cuphead, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Night in the Woods, Pyre, and What Remains of Edith Finch. Man, this must have been a hard category again. All of these games are amazing.
Yes, they are.
The winner being Cuphead, I don't think is a surprise to anyone, actually. Even though it was probably a hard decision. But
yeah,
I'm gonna guess most people were deciding between Cuphead and Hellblade.
Yeah.
I personally was deciding between Cuphead and Pyre. What was your choice for this one?
Mine was either between Hellblade and Pyre.
Okay. But I really like this category, and I sort of wish they would sprinkle more independent games into the rest of the categories, because that allows them. Like, you need to remember, even the nominated games probably have an increased sale for at least a bit of time after the Game Awards. And giving at least one independent game a place in each of the categories could really boost these great independent games. Because there are so many great indie games that just don't get into the spotlight. Because there are being so many games released currently.
Yeah, true.
Okay, next category is Best Narrative. So I'm going to guess that means the best story. Nominees being Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. I'm not sure of whether Wolfenstein deserves a place here. Like, you know, I just said, let's give one indie title a place. I wish Wolfenstein would just be... So, you know, we're not going to put Wolfenstein here. Let's put some indie game in here instead.
Mm-hmm.
The winner being What Remains of Edith Finch. And I think it's well-deserved.
Good choice. Yeah.
But again, it was probably a hard category. And I'm going to guess most people were deciding between What Remains of Edith Finch and Hellblade.
I was actually deciding between those two and Horizon Zero Dawn.
But, you know, I don't think Hellblade has had an amazing idea for a story, but I don't think the story is that amazing. Like, if you take, like, the script itself isn't that amazing, if you get my point.
Nah. Yeah, I do.
So I'm glad that What Remains of Edith Finch actually won.
Yeah.
So, we're slowly coming on to the end. Still have 4 more categories to go through. Now we're going to talk about the best game direction. So I'm going to guess this probably means, like, the director? Like, you know... I don't know, I'm a little bit unsure what this category was supposed to be about. But the nominees being Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. So, do you understand this category?
I think what it means is, like, the best, like, the direction that they took in the game. Like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn. Their main direction and selling point was robot dinosaurs.
Okay. Because, like, I'm unsure, but if I would be to guess, I would be like, you know, same way movies have a director, games have a director, and it's usually the guy who, like, decides, so we will focus on our game on this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And I think this is, like, sort of what it is, but I'm unsure. I just don't like this category, just because I don't understand it. But it might be a good category.
Yeah.
The winner is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah. Me personally, I would have either given it to Breath of the Wild or Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay. Our next category is Best Debut Indie Game. Sorry, not debut. Debut. Nominees being Cuphead, Golf Story, Hollow Knight, Mr. Shifty, and Slime Rancher. I think nobody will be surprised that the winner is Cuphead.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad to see Hollow Knight here. I enjoyed it so much, and I'm glad it at least got a mention somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay, we are at our second to last category. I really love this category. I think this category should be given more spotlight. It's the best student game. Nominees being Hollowed, Meaning, Level Squared, From Light, Falling Sky, and Impulsion. I don't know these games. I'm sorry, students. But
yeah, sorry, but I don't know them either.
But I'm really glad that you are being given a little bit of spotlight if you make good games. And I'm going to guess all of these games are probably amazing. And I'm really glad that these students are getting a chance to be promoted, I guess,
or recognized.
Yeah, or recognized. This is exactly the thing that needs to be done more often.
Yes, I'd agree.
And our last category, which I fucking hate, is Chinese Fan Game Award. The nominees being Honor of Knights, not Kings, Icy, Gumballs and Dungeons, JX3 HD, and Monument Valley 2. The winner being JX3 HD. Have you heard of that ever?
No, I have not. The only one I've heard of is Monument Valley.
Oh, I also know Icy. As far as I understand, I think it was just a shill category to be able to broadcast the Game Awards in China.
Yeah.
Because as far as I understand, if you want to like broadcast stuff in China or just be in China in general, the Communist Party has to agree to you, and you have to make some compromises. I think this was their compromise. But, well, what can you do, really? It's just like, yeah. Congratulations, JX3XD.
Yep, congrats.
We're not Chinese. We don't give a fuck. Okay, so what did you think of the Game Awards in general?
All in all, good show.
Oh, I don't mean the show itself. I mean like the choices for the awards, the categories.
Yeah.
Like,
for the most part, they're good.
How would you improve them in the future?
Oh, I'm with you on. There needs to be more indie titles on there.
And something apart from that?
Nothing really. The categories were good. So,
you know,
what about you?
I would actually reduce the number of categories drastically.
Yeah, true.
I think some of the categories just aren't really that great. So obviously, Chinese Fan Award, Best YouTuber, who cares? Best Mobile Game, why? Best, or combine Best Handheld and Mobile Game. Do we not hold our phones in our hand?
Yeah, true.
Best Family Game, why? And please, less Destiny. But otherwise, yeah, it was good. Maybe a little bit less of like between category stuff. I don't really think this is the kind of show where games should be announced that much.
Yeah, really.
Because not everybody cares about the Game Awards, and making them care by announcing games there heavily, I just don't like it. It just feels sort of cruel almost to me.
Well, they gotta generate views somehow.
Yeah. I don't think I got anything else to say about the Game Awards.
Nope, me either.
So with that being said, I guess that's going to be it for today, guys. We both hope you enjoyed the show, our silly little opinions, because that's all they are in the end. Remember, we're just spewing opinions, because that's what you do these days on the internet. You just sell your opinions out. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching this on STEEMIT, be sure to give us an upvote and to subscribe to our blog there. And with that being said, I think it's time for the shilling.
Yep. You can find me as Tygergamer on YouTube and at Tygergamer on STEEMIT.
And you can find me as Kralizec Gaming on YouTube and as Kralizec on STEEMIT. And with that being said, see you guys later with more gaming content.
Yeah, have a good one.